Jacob. Hi, I'm Alan. I'm Jacob's dad. You know, when we were deciding which gifts, the question was to give you something you already had or something you didn't have. And I really realized that I wanted to give you something you had and encourage you to look through it and beyond it. And the experience of watching you go through this process has just been unbelievable. To sit there and see you talking to this Catholic priest and saying, so, do you see Jesus as a fatalist? I cannot tell you what went on through me. Besides going, I really got to look up that word in the dictionary. I was so amazed. I mean, it was in that moment when I knew you had become a young man. And so the gift I want to give you today is wisdom. And I know you already have wisdom, so I'd like to add... Well, there, you're proving it right now, because what I wanted to say was the true test of wisdom is knowing what you don't know. And that is the gift I want to give to you, the totality of wisdom, what you know and what you don't know. And I love you, and you are just incredible. Hey, buddy. Oh, right. My name is Elijah. I'm his older brother. I was thinking about it as I was sitting down there, and I remembered that I was up here just 3 years ago. I was watching my bar mitzvah video recently, and I was a very, very different person. And over the last few years, I've changed a lot, and it's going to be exciting to see you change too. But my essence has still been the same. I'm still the same person. I've just grown up and matured. So I want to give you the gift of inner truth, or the ability to stay true to yourself, and not to let anybody else tell you who you are, because you are you, and that is pretty gosh darn wonderful.
Say something, he said. I'm down from Redding, California, where I live now, and with another part of my family, and I wouldn't have missed this for $1 million. And I want to thank all the people who've, my relatives and ex-wife, and everyone who's my daughter and everyone who's been so kind to me while I've been here. And my son, who's taking all the photos, is allowing me to stay at his palatial mansion over here in Malibu. The other thing I wanted to say was that I was here 3 years ago when Elijah participated in these proceedings, his bar mitzvah, and I'm really quite thrilled to have been a part of all of this and seen this young man grow up. My God, I don't see them too often, either Elijah or Jacob, and it's a great feeling to have that, knowing that's part of myself and my family and stuff like that, the beautiful mother of these kids, and all that she produces and gives to them, and love, and with their mother, and all the people who are appreciative of all these young people. And that young man was who preceded Elijah. Wow. and wow. Now, I want to thank everyone else for allowing me to say a few words. Oh, thing I wanted to say to Elijah was in keeping... Jacob. Jacob. I got 7 grandchildren. To Jacob was a little something that I didn't write, but it's called In the Time of Your Life, and it's from a play by William Saroyan that I worked with many years ago, and it goes like this. In the time of your life, live, for in that time, like no other time, this is the time of your life.
Hello, I'm Jacob's grandmother, Anne. We were born the same year. Where is she? So we got 2 grandmothers here that have a lot in common, a lot of history in common. I had no idea that Sam's grandmother was born the same year. But Jacob, I'm thrilled to say, lives at my house with his mother and brother, and it's been a pleasure to watch him grow up. So my gift to Jacob is kindness. Kindness is my gift to him, and kindness is my advice. In dealing with people close to you, in dealing with people in your community, in your school, in your workplace, however you find people as you grow up, ask yourself, if you're about to do any action at all, is it kind? And if it is, go ahead and do it. Ask yourself when you're about to say something to he or she or them, is it kind? And if it is, please say it. And I think you'll find that your relationships in all your life will be happier for it, and I know you will do that. So my gift to you is the gift of kindness.
I'm Tracy. I'm Jacob's wizard mother. Proud. My gift to you is the gift of gratitude. We talk about this a lot, about how gratitude brings things up, helps you look at the silver lining, helps you look at the good in all things. We talk about what's the lesson. So my prayer for you today is that you look around this room, just take in all the love of all your friends, family, and community, and put that in a special place in your heart, and just know that you just have so much to be grateful for and how supported and loved you are. And lastly, I just want to say how grateful I am to be your mother and how blessed I am. I love you.
Hi, I'm Ada. I am Jacob's aunt, Alan's sister from Toronto.
I'm his uncle Larry.
And unfortunately, I'm not very good at being spontaneous with speeches, so I have it kind of formalized, written out, which I will read. And Jacob, my gift to you is perpetual growth. Jacob, it's amazing how beautiful you've grown and developed to become the fine young man you are today. There have been so many important elements that have come together to assist you in your growth thus far. School, extracurriculars, trips, family times, experiences with friends, and so on. Soon you will enter high school with a whole new set of challenges that will continue to guide your growth into adulthood. But today, I am giving you the gift of perpetual growth, to take with you well beyond your young adult years into middle age and into your elderly years. Because, Jacob, the day we stop growing will be the day we stop living. Jacob, in your years ahead, you can choose to take endless opportunities to continue to grow. You can choose to surround yourself with a wide variety of friends. You can choose to take on new hobbies, maybe tennis at age 25, a new instrument at 35, skiing at 40, amateur theater at 50. You can go back to school at middle age. You can travel to new countries or choose to read a new series of books. But probably one of the best growth experiences you can choose to have will be through your failures. Jacob, we know you are destined to attain many successes, but like all of us, you will also experience failure. And when you do, you can choose to give up in defeat and halt your growth, or you can choose to grab the opportunity to learn where you went wrong, learn how to do it better, and ultimately enrich your repertoire of life skills. That process will constitute by far your most exciting growth experience. So remember, Jacob, growth can happen at any time throughout your life, and you can choose whether you want it to happen.
Who are you?
I'm about to say that. All right, we're doing something a little bit different. I'm Elliot.
And I'm Jordan. And we are Elliot's Jacob's cousins from the far up north. An ancient sage from Mozambique once said, "Curiosity killed the cat." Over time, this proverb became a part of popular knowledge. But as we know, much of popular knowledge is in fact misinformed. Let's examine this claim from our ancient sage.
Curiosity is defined as a desire to know, interest leading to inquiry. Tens of thousands of years ago, our ancient ancestors had the desire to know how to create large quantities of heat. This interest led to inquiry and experimentation, and ultimately resulted in practical methods of using fire.
Later in history, these nomads were curious as to whether they could domesticate plants and animals. Through trial and error, methods of agriculture were formed. Fast forward to the pre-Enlightenment era. Intellectuals wondered whether there was a more efficient way of distributing ideas. Curiosity, in combination with hard work and ingenuity, resulted in the invention of the printing press.
Another discovery driven by curiosity was electrical engineering. Over the course of many years, scientists were seeking to understand electricity. Scientific methods led to its full utilization. These examples, as well as many others, demonstrate that curiosity helped the human. But what did curiosity do to the cat? Was curiosity indeed involved in a homicidal act on the feline species? Let's explore this further.
In prehistoric civilizations, people had the desire to know whether they could effectively reduce pests. They discovered that by feeding, domesticating, and adopting cats, they could achieve this goal. Later in history, as the adoption of cats became more widespread, researchers were curious as to whether they could better satisfy the nutritional needs of cats. This resulted in the manufacturing of feline foods for cat owners around the world.
Finally, scientists wondered whether they could further extend the life of cats. Through inquiry and experimentation, vaccinations for cat diseases were created. So, Mr. Ancient Sage of Mozambique, it seems as though curiosity, in fact, extended the life of the cat.
Jacob, I think you will agree that we have now proven our sagehood. Please accept our gift of curiosity. With curiosity, you will have the power to discover and to invent. Hopefully, you will extend the lives of others including, but not restricted to, cats. And of course, by cats, we mean both the animal and your family.